We're doing a factoring tournament.
A factoring tournament.
We're doing the factoring tournament.
Here at Hempfield High School, freshman students competed in a factoring tournament held by their math teachers. They battled head-to-head, similar to this, until they found a champion.
It's kind of like March Madness, the NCAA tournament is.
And we're making a tournament out of it to see who's the fastest. We learned it, then we reviewed a lot, and then we just did the tournament, and then sometimes after we'd review.
We're kind of competing against other kids from other classes and our own classes about doing factoring and seeing who can get it fastest.
Math teacher Mark Vogel shares his take on the tournament.
We just kind of relate it to the March Madness, the NCAA basketball tournament, because it's like a bracket, so we kind of talk about that. So that's kind of related to what's going outside of school in sports and bringing it into the classroom, which is a lot of fun. It's basically a tournament where the students are factoring quadratics, so we'll do one of the sections, practice that, students will do homework, come in the next day, review that, ask any questions, and then learn the next section and kind of keep that process going. Well, the next thing they have to put it into application problems where we actually show them where this could be used in the real world, and they'll be tested on this at the end of the chapter also. It's like a 3-day tournament. The first day, most of the problems are pretty easy. We'll throw some greatest common factors in there too. The second day, they definitely get to be much more challenging, and then we get to the final 4, and you really see where the studs are at.
2 big claps for Faith, ready?
Once they put their marker in the chalk tray, their answer is final. So you'll see sometimes they'll put the marker down and they'll look up and say, oh, like they realize they saw something that they made a minor mistake, but they can't go back and fix it.
When all of the class tournaments were finished, the top winners of each group met in one room to discover who was the fastest factorer.
Each class will have one overall winner. Out of the 8 Algebra 1 classes, we'll take these winners and down to the LG during Flex, we'll have like a final 8 where they kind of match off and we come down to a final Algebra 1 champion at the end.
The 2016 tournament winner was Nick Stasiak. So whether it's March Madness or March Mathness, these students don't mind the racket about the bracket. For Hempfield Happenings, I'm Jack Rule.